Hello, third graders. I'm going to be showing you how to make your own accordion folded elements of art booklet. Okay, this is something that you'll be able to refer to for future projects, and it'll teach you about all the basics of art. Okay. You can take a page from your sketchbook. If you picked your sketchbook up, you can maybe rip out a page or cut out a page in the back of your sketchbook. But if you have just regular computer paper like this will work just fine. So let's get started. So you've already learned about the 7 elements of art through different videos and the different slides. So this is going to be your little guide to help you remember them. So you're going to fold your paper like this. Some people might call it hot dog way. Okay, so this is what it will look like. And you're going to need scissors. And you're going to cut down nice and neatly, as straight as you can. Cut down that line. So now you have 2 long strips of paper. You can put them on top of each other and fold them in half, just like that. Pause the video if you need time to look back on that. Okay, so you'll have your 2 strips, put them on top of each other, and fold in half, just like that. So it almost looks like you have a little mini book, okay? But now that you have this, you're going to fold it, okay? It'll look like this. You'll lay your paper down like this, fold that in half, just like that, okay? So it looks pretty tiny, okay? Now you're going to gently unfold both pieces of paper, and you now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you have 8 sections. What you're going to do now is grab a glue stick, which hopefully you have one. If you don't have one, you can use tape. And you're going to make an X on one side of the paper, maybe outline the borders too. A little glue goes a long way. And you're going to set this other strip, okay, just the one square, on top of that glued square. Just like that. Nice and neatly, make sure the sides line up, okay? It might look a little wrinkly, so just kind of press it down. And now you have the start of your accordion book, okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sections, just like this. Okay, now what you're going to do is take whatever materials you want. You can use crayons, you can use markers. Oop, there goes the bell. Colored pencils, whatever you have, okay? And you're going to label each square. So you can put shape. There's really no order. Shape. You can kind of switch it up a little bit. Texture. Color. Value. Line. Form. And last space. Okay, now each section has a name, okay? And now what you're going to do is draw something that represents each of those squares, okay? So for shape, you can draw different kinds of shapes. See what I did here? You can draw for texture, different kinds of texture. I put maybe hair or water or a cloud or different kind of marks make different textures. Color, here's the color wheel, something we'll talk about in future projects. Value, I used colored pencils for this one. Value, my light to dark or my dark to light. Line, draw as many lines as you could think of. And then there's form. Form might be a tricky one. If you need to see how to do form, draw a square first, just like you normally would, and then diagonal lines going off like that at the top, and then a diagonal line from the bottom going like that. And now if you connect them, you have a form. It's like a 3D shape on a 2D surface, okay? Same with just doing a cylinder. You can start with like a squished circle and then go down. Maybe round out the edges, okay? And do the same for a triangle. Line down like that, and then a line kind of going up. So it kind of looks like a pyramid, okay? And then for space, a lot of people think like, oh, outer space. It doesn't necessarily have to be outer space, okay? Space is how something fills the paper, okay? So you could honestly just put circles, because look at those circles taking up the space of that square, okay? Or you could add stars in between. Okay, that's space. See how if the object at the drawing looks bigger, it may be closer to the viewer. If it's smaller, it might be farther away. That's what space is about, okay? So play around with it and have fun, and let me know if you have any questions.